Hi there, it's George here. Now here's a quick new video for you guys. I call it Weird Art That Sells. How to go viral with your artwork. You know, becoming unique in your art and vision is what makes your art brand stand out and sell well. And if you're one of a kind, the buyers and the collectors will line up to get your work. You've got to differentiate yourself from the hundreds of other artists by creating your own unique style. So how to go viral? Well, one of the best ways is to do some weird art. Now, what do I mean by weird? Well, weird art is taking creative risks, being unique and different. The art that brings up emotions is the one that sells. Think of the highly emotional story from your past that made you stand out and try to develop your vision and style based upon it. If you're an emerging artist looking for recognition and initial exposure for your artwork, or an experienced artist but still struggling to sell and make a living by doing what you love, painting, well, here are some great ideas for you that might help you get to the next level. Now, what you really need is great viral marketing. You need to stand out. So let's see some case studies on how others did it. Dave Perlow. Now Dave, it's all over the news, and unless you're living under a rock, you will have heard of his recent success. So what is he doing to go viral? Well, Dave Perlow, he describes himself as a software engineer who spends his nights with a beer in one hand and a paintbrush in the other. With the help of some oil paints and a bit of ingenuity, Polo gives a life to old, forgotten thrift store paintings by inserting quirky and unusual pop culture icons into their landscapes. Here's one of his works. Weird art, exactly. This simple idea gave him outstanding world popularity. And now his artwork is going viral on Instagram and other social media. How about Tony Futura? Now, Tony Futura is a digital artist based in Berlin, and he creates surreal art that seems to poke fun at materialism and pop culture focus of modern Western life. His light-hearted and funny digital art is often charged with sexual energy, and thanks to his artwork style, he quickly gained immense popularity and went viral. Take a look at this. Mix the screen and that Home Alone kid Kevin, and you get the idea of weird art. You see, mixing pop culture icons and new movie heroes will quickly bring you into viral recognition. Another case, French artist Patrick Commercy. Now, he became world known by his incredible street art. And I'm not talking about some sort of graffiti or Banksy style art. He is doing really unique wall paintings on the building, giving him incredible world recognition. Now, not all forms of wall graffiti are acceptable. Most are viewed as vandalism. But in the case of French street artist Patrick Commercy, homeowners actually invite him to paint on their walls. And along with his team of muralists, he transforms boring, dull patches of wall into vibrant scenes full of life. In fact, if you've had a before picture, you might not even realize it's a painting. Now, I'm sure you will agree, you could do something like that with a boring wall in your town. The other way is more traditional, getting featured in our Inspiration International art book to get your name noticed. Now, if you're not into wall paintings or weird art, there is another more traditional way to get people talking about your artwork. Have a listen to Susan's case study.
I was hesitant to participate at first as the fee was pretty high and I didn't have much to start with. So I did my research and found out that most galleries charge you ridiculous fees just to be featured for a month. And the exposure doesn't even come close to what I could get from the international art book Inspiration that is distributed to thousands of galleries, not just one. So I gave it a try And honestly, I was amazed by the response that I got. Yesterday, I sold my first painting for $2,499 to a private collector from Texas. It's a good start, isn't it?
You see, if you put your name out there, sooner or later the buyers and the collectors will find you. And getting featured in this book is a great way to do it and get massive international exposure. Now, if you haven't already done so, I urge you to book your participation in the next volume while we're still accepting new members. So on that score, we'll see you on the inside.